Man, why does this always happen, man?
Because we restarted.
Man, this always happens. Always having audio issues. Anyways, welcome back to the Eldritch Batch tonight, everyone. Thank you for everyone's continued support of this stream and our campaign. And we'll pass it to, I believe, Johnny today for some announcements.
Welcome back to Eldritch Batch. Follow us on social media. That's all.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Alright. And with that out of the way, again, I want to thank everyone for following us on our social media, subscribing to us, to our new subscribers as well. And then, as well as, I just wanted to say, I was going to say something, but I totally forgot. It'll come eventually, but for now, we'll get tonight's started with tonight's session. So, last we left off, all of you guys, you traveled through the Mercurial Woods where you guys fought against a forest guardian. Upon having some difficulties with this guardian, you guys did manage to finally outwit it, or I guess become more friendly to a certain extent before being surrounded by the Mercurial Woods inhabitants, the people of Rivveren, or the elves of the Mercurial Woods. After being taken by the elves, you guys were taken back to the capital city of Rivveren, where you guys were given an opportunity to somewhat redeem yourselves. And from there on forth, you guys were tasked to go on and rid of the forest of a recent poison, one could say. Something that's been bothering the forest for a very long time, which you guys did manage to track down, and after some time you guys went through the caverns of the Blue Vista Mountains, solving a few puzzles here and there, as well as countering a neothylid, or, in more simpler terms, a giant mind-flayer tadpole, about roughly around like 1,000 feet long, if not longer. And with that,
Yeah, that shit was big.
yeah, real big. And so with that,
That's not what she said.
you guys, with the hard-fought battle, you guys did manage to bring it down. Which afterwards, you guys made your way back to the city of Rivveren to reap your rewards, or lack of rewards, I should say. And then, as you guys were discussing on what to do next, you guys left to go eat inside the dining hall to rest up before deciding what to do next. However, before finishing up your dinner or your food, a certain individual came into the dining hall. One of a familiar face of a tiefling, Friggen. And that is where we left off.
So I'm gonna prep an action. It's called murder.
And just to let everyone know, we're missing quite a few members today. And so, Matthew.
None of the important ones. Am I right? Am I right? Am I right? No, I'm joking.
Matthew's
Come
out
back.
today, out of town traveling. So he will be back next week. Same with Kat and Nikko. They will be here next week as well, as they're currently studying for exams. So good luck to you guys. Good luck on your exams. Wish you guys the best of luck.
Imagine being in school.
And so for now, we're going to just act as if they just don't exist and just continue on with the story. And they'll come back next week. So, like I said, what do you guys want to do now?
Kill this hoe. Let's fight him.
We're in a very busy room, right?
Yes,
Do we got a clear shot though?
You guys have a very clear shot.
Okay.
He walks up straight up to you guys.
He walked straight up to us? He's dumb.
And so,
He's dumb.
as he comes up to you guys, he's like, well, isn't this interesting?
We haven't even long rested.
Events.
Oh my god.
You have advantage on initiative.
I have to roll for
Okay.
HP.
Very quick.
Oh yeah, we have to roll for HP.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yes, and I forgot to mention at the end of last episode, everyone leveled up. Yay!
I had a pivotal moment.
My dying.
Oh. Isn't that good?
So we'll start off on this side of the table with Fico. So
I think I rolled an 8.
go ahead, yes.
That's the point.
I think that's correct. Hold on, let me
Can I have the lid?
manage character and levels.
I will get one, I promise.
Okay.
Thank you.
Fuck yeah, I got an 8.
Yay!
Let's go.
38, 31, 25, 33.
Wait, which HP you have? How much now?
I'm at 45 now.
45. Let's go.
Pretty good, pretty good.
All right, Megan.
I'll roll for both at the same time. Aurelia gets a 2, Suspiria gets 4. It's okay.
Could be worse.
Could be worse.
It could be double 2s. All right,
True.
That's pretty good.
Johnny.
For a D6.
32. So
It's a 1.
Gary, you roll that.
Oh, you're so lucky.
you
Yeah, at least I didn't get
It's a
2.
Kill myself.
It's a 3.
Yay!
I'm gonna grand total of 39 now.
39 now. Okay.
Mine's a D10.
D10. Okay.
Damn, bitch.
I hope you roll a 10.
She's heavyweight.
A 1.
Okay, you roll that.
2.
Oh no!
I'm at 54.
It's quite unfortunate.
54.
It's still quite a
Kill
bit.
myself.
Your con's still
It's
high.
gotta balance out with all the high rolls everyone's been getting lately.
Hey,
Those
hey,
I would
HP
rather
rolls.
get the high roll
yeah,
you,
we
you
deserve
know?
those.
I don't even have a high roll. I've never had the high roll.
I got like 2.
Alright. And with that out of the way, we can now get back to the session, or to the campaign. So, as you guys are finishing up your food, Friggen comes into the dining hall, and he looks at all of you. He's like, "Well, isn't this quite a ton of events?"
Should I punch him in the face?
I think so. I think we should all.
Can I punch him in the face?
Go ahead, try and make an attack roll.
Wait, on arm strike?
Yeah.
Okay. I really hope this works. Not 20.
Oh!
You knocked that bitch out cold.
Okay, so go ahead and roll for damage.
7 million.
6.
6 points.
12, right?
No, it's 3, so.
Girl.
Because-
Roll actual dice.
No,
but-
it's
okay,
3, like.
she
Oh,
rolled
3
an
period.
unarmed strike.
Yeah.
Got you.
I don't like.
Oh.
I could have killed him, but I wanted to punch him. I felt like that would be more, like, humiliating.
You wanted him to, yeah.
But, like, can I
Wanted
punch
to
him,
know
like, straight in, like, the nose? Like, I break his nose.
Yeah, so you literally punch him straight in there, and you literally hear a crack as your fist lands into his face. You hear, and he's like, "Oh!"
And then I sit back down and I finish.
And then immediately as you punch him, the branches around the dining hall, and then you try to finish up your food, the branches hold on
There's
to your hands.
branches?
Yeah, the whole thing is made out of trees. We're in Rivveren.
Oh, I just got here.
Yeah, she just got here. She was
Oh.
here last week.
No, but last week too. You were there when we fought the rock monster, right?
I don't know we were still in Rivveren.
Oh yeah, we're so.
Oh well. It was worth it.
Alright. And so yes, as you punch him, put your hands down, your hands become enwrapped in branches and wood. And then Friggen just goes like, "Oh! Oh!" Oh, and you see like blood just like dripping down from his nose. And at this point, the branches start kind of growing around you guys.
You guys, she's the only one that did something.
Well, you guys are associated with.
Okay. then
They
I'm gonna do
sense
something.
the.
Then I'm
sense
gonna do something.
And then at this point, he's like, "Oh, you shouldn't have done that."
I'm gonna act up.
And
I'm
then
gonna act up.
Can I just point out that I'm just eating?
What was that?
I'm just eating while this is all happening.
No, we're being wrapped by the vines.
While I'm being wrapped, can I be eating?
yeah,
There we
I
go.
feel like
because I never said it was all of your hands, but
Yeah.
for you guys specifically, is wrapping around your legs and stuff like that, and it's like, okay, you're back for that one.
I feel like that should have knocked him out cold.
Oh, I mean, you broke his nose, like no doubt about it. With a nat 20, you, like no doubt broke his nose, but at this point, he's like. You see, people here don't very much like violence and inside their city.
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
They
She
like-
just slipped.
They like tadpoles
Murderer.
even less. You fucking idiot.
They don't. Well, whoever said anything about tadpoles?
Us, when we tell them what you've been up to, they'll throw you straight out of the city.
Oh, please do. Try to tell them, please.
Can I get the
And
sending
there's like blood running down his face.
I know,
as he's
right?
saying.
Can I get I'll get the sending stone and talk to our representative. What's his name?
Larry.
Lyrie.
Larry.
Okay. We're in like a cafeteria, right?
Yeah, like
Okay.
dining hall.
Lyrie, can you come to the dining hall? We need some trash disposed of.
And then Larry's like,
He's like, that's not my fucking job.
trash. I mean, the trash we dispose of
It's
themselves.
It's I use another. I expend another one. I go. It's code. It's a person, Library. We need you to come over here and throw someone out.
He's like, no, all right. Oh, yes, of course. I'll be right over there immediately. Until a few moments later, as before, Larry comes back over, Friggen, and she's like, oh. He sits down right in front of you guys with his tray of food, and he just begins eating. He's
Can I like hold an action, like prep one, like basically like I'm keeping him there.
like, yeah, sure. What do you want prep? Or,
So I'll just keep I'll keep firebolt on him, like trained on him.
okay. And so you're prepping yourself.
Yeah, basically like I'm holding it in my hands.
Yeah.
Like so if he does anything, I'll be ready. I'm
Yeah.
just holding him there.
And so you're holding him there, and then he's like, as you say, he's like, and then and at this point, you see more branches kind of wrapping around you slowly, as you have the firebolt in your hand. And so at this point, Larry comes in. He's like, "Excuse me, what's going on in here?"
We encountered this man in Vera?
Yeah. Fuck.
Look at the fucking man. It's Vera, right?
No, it wasn't Vera. It was above
Not
Vera.
there.
Where did the small map
It's
go?
It's right there behind those two.
We encountered
Wow.
him and
Lao. We encountered him in
Yeah.
Lao. He was responsible for a large part of the Mind Flayer tadpole trade.
And then
We chased him all through Philae and we lost him. But he is not a good person, and he should be thrown out of the city or killed. Either way.
you look to Friggen. He's like, "Do you really believe?"
Cast Circle of Truth
these
on his hoe!
bunks?" And
Wait, does he like have blood all over his face?
He
I just
does.
want a
I have
visual.
circle of truth. I have
He
circle of
does. Well,
truth.
he like wiped off a lot of it, and Larry is like, I'm sorry that you have certain issues with this gentleman, but he is essentially a proud guest of Rivveren."
He should not. We know his history. He is a dirty, dirty liar.
And then Friggen's like, "I've only done nothing but help this community."
I cast Zone of Truth on him.
You cast Stone of Truth on him. Yeah,
Okay,
go
go.
for it.
Let me see what this exactly does. I have to use it at the 3rd level. Where is it? The fuck?
it's anyone in the circle has to speak the truth, but they can avoid it, right? Oh, and they can also do a saving throw to avoid it, I think.
They can, or they can willingly just
Okay.
let the spell just be casted.
He has to pass a Charisma 14.
But we would know if he passes it, right?
Well, he's
Unless he's willing.
willing.
Okay.
He's gonna, yeah, he's willingly allowed the Circle of Truth to be casted. At this point, and he just looks around and he's like, "Please ask away."
Is it true that you dealt with the tadpoles?
No.
Is it true that you were not transporting them?
No, yeah, that's not true.
Have you ever seen a Mind Flayer tadpole?
I have not.
This motherfucker is lying!
I want to do an insight check.
Go for it.
Fuck. 10.
Wait, you grab mine. Give me my.
Oh,
Oh, those are both yours?
I mean, from what you know, You already know he's lying.
Yeah, we already know he's lying.
Oh, I want to know if this is Friggen
How
for real.
do you
You definitely like, just from what you guys already experienced, you know he's lying.
then how does
But-
he evade it?
But the way he's kind of going along with it is, it seems as if there's a bit more going on than there meets the eye.
I know that he passed or failed, is what it says.
Yeah, but he said he willingly
Did he fail it?
passed.
No, he
Really?
willingly
Failed
He's
it. He
willingly
willingly
done.
failed the throw.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
What's age rep? Is it true that we suspected that you were transporting tadpoles, so we confronted you in Lao?
Please, I've only met you once.
Yes or no?
It's a no.
How's he doing that?
And then Larry, and then he goes like, please, I know times are tough, and there can be some quite bit discrimination here. But then, I totally understand. People have their own beef, but
I said beef.
this man, like I said, is a proud helper and a proud guest of Rivveren. He's helped us through countless
What if one of us goes to some
problems and
and
issues.
cast
Oh,
that upon
yes.
ourselves?
It's a circle.
It's
Yes.
a range of 15.
If you would like to believe the lies of this man, then one of us will contend his retelling of the truth.
And then Larry was just like, well, the spells I casted, what is it to lie about?
Exactly.
Can I cast detect magic?
Yes, you can.
What kind of magic is there?
And so you cast detect magic, so you do detect different types of magic coming from his wear, but a lot of it is coming from his clothes, which is mostly not abjuration, but what's percentage?
This man. Is it like a fucking cologne or some shit?
I don't think it's him.
Might not be.
Evocation? No, it's not evocation.
Like illusion?
It's necromancy.
It's not
Real.
divination.
It's conjuration.
Conjuration.
Maybe it's tech.
It might be somebody that we might know.
What's
and,
conjuration
and
do?
divination.
Is
And
it true that you're
divination?
actually Friggen?
Who else would that be?
Are you actually Friggen? Yes,
Yes,
or no?
I'm me.
Are you Friggen? Yes or no?
Yes, I am Friggen.
Ask him if he's alive. Oh, are you alive?
Yes, I'm alive. What kind of these stupid? And Larry's like, that's enough. Stop answering him these
Oh wait.
mundane questions.
Okay.
This man, I've already told you before. This man is welcome here in Rivveren, and whether you have a problem with him is not up to us. He has proven himself here time and time again that he's trustworthy.
Haven't we proven ourselves by killing
Yes,
that?
we
Yes,
are just.
and yes, you are trustworthy, but we are not going to involve ourselves with.
Right, but he was the one that had brought the problem
Exactly.
here to Rivveren.
Would you not say that between us, we are more experienced in dealing with tadpoles, these mind flayer tadpoles? We are telling you personally that this man has been a cause of the problem that we have been tracking this whole time. We've met this man, he has threatened our lives and threatened the lives of other people, other innocent people. We're telling you, in the circle of truth, that this man is a bitch!
Damn, I put you as my lawyer, but
Well, it might be true that this man is what you say he is, and it might be true he might be somewhat indirectly involved with.
He is directly involved.
With that
We were
say,
face to face with him.
Do you have any evidence?
Don't we have documents that we took from his office? We have
took
we
them.
like ransacked his shit in there. Because we were looking for the passageways in his office in Lao. So we do have documents. You have them. Johnny, you steal everything.
it was you. You're right, because you stole everything.
You literally steal everything. You have them.
I would steal everything.
Well, we were looking for those documents. We were in his
And
office in
Friggen is
Lao.
like, please, stop accusing me of these wild accusations.
Take out the documents, bitch.
I can't remember if I actually have the documents or
You have
not.
them.
I'm like 90%
No.
sure.
I'm like actually certain that we all took the documents.
We're gonna have to watch like episode 3 or 4 back again.
I don't have nothing right now. There's
You
nothing
take
to prove.
them out.
I just look in my bag and stick my head in.
Do you have anything in your inventory? It says otherwise.
I don't.
He doesn't have like papers from Garrett.
I don't think I have papers.
Because we just take
We
shit.
just take shit and then we just forget to
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not something we like mark. Let me see if I made note
Fortunately,
of
it
it.
was not either marked on your notes or. anything.
That's crazy.
You know what?
I have
If it's in
right
my
here.
notes, yeah. Hold on, let me go back to episode 3.
Yeah, look. This
Well,
look,
we're
look
not
at
going
the-
through that now. Okay?
Oh, I am.
We're not-
I don't
said
think
the-
I would have kept the notes though. That's the thing.
On Friggen's desk, okay, we saw wood was scraped underneath an ink jar, and we took the ink jar, I think.
If I had the notes, I wouldn't be keeping them. I would say that for sure.
Yes,
After
we
all
have-
this time, I
Please,
definitely
if you
would have
have
got
any
rid of
real
them.
evidence against me, please.
The only evidence that you have that you weren't there is your own word, and then we have our word. So it's your word against ours. So you're neither innocent nor are you guilty. But we have 5 stories corroborated. We all experienced this versus your one. Nobody else can say
I'm
that
sorry.
you
that
weren't involved.
I'm sorry. You must be thinking of the wrong person.
I killed him.
How is he getting past the truth?
I don't know. I'm sure Brandon knows why.
After I casted Detect Magic, would I as Byram know of any
Does
spells
anyone-
relating to abjuration?
Those
Okay.
spells are being cast in the moment, but there is certain types of magic like being detected, but doesn't mean
I don't have to spell
there's like actual spells like going off.
Would I know of any spells that could create a person? Like, kind of like a
Yeah.
shell of a person?
Yeah, there's a lot of different spells that
That
do
fall
this.
under
That do.
spells of magic?
It would fall under probably conjuration, or illusion, but in this
think some of
case, from what you can see and from what we saw earlier with the contact that Soil had with Friggen, it's very unlikely that it's
It
the
doesn't
fake,
work on him.
a fake version of him.
Oh, yeah, I did break his nose.
Yeah.
I have a question. I'm gonna walk up to him. And I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds at the first level.
Okay,
Does it work?
it does work. He's like, oh,
So is he undead or a construct? It doesn't work on those.
no, he's not.
Okay, so he's not a construct.
True.
That's
It's
all I
like-
wanted.
Heal him points now.
I went through all that.
Oh no, a 1! 8 points.
And so at this point, you hear the nose crack back. Thank you very much. Ugh. Again, if you have no proof against me, please leave me be and let
No.
me enjoy the rest of my food and dinner for tonight. And then Larry goes on like, again, like I have no doubt that you may have some negative feelings towards this man or this individual over here, but here in Rivveren, like I said before, he is a good man and he is safe under and behind our walls.
How long has he been here for?
He's been here for a few months now. At least
And how long have you been having problems with the forest?
with the forest only within the past few weeks.
A few months?
He's been here a few months.
Like, he hasn't left the city at all.
Yes, he's been here. I mean, what did you get here? A friggin', I believe around a month and a half ago. Just a few weeks before, unfortunately, the fall of Fairley. It's quite tragic. Unfortunately, I was able to get out just before everything started going downhill.
Interesting how those two things coincide. The harm to the forest and his arrival here.
Larry goes on to say, he's like, well, you can say that about anyone here.
Not with us!
That's fair, but you can say with that with any of the rest of the other refugees here who have fled from that region or area.
Well, we have never encountered any of the other refugees under the smuggling of Mind Flayer tadpoles, so it seems that he would be the only person that description would fit.
I'm truly sorry, but
I cast murder.
you've done a lot for us, yes, but I cannot do anything in terms of this man, as you see here. Like I said, here, he's been proven to be innocent to us, and it will be safe behind our walls, and will be kept here.
I want to cast command on him.
Until
I want to cast command on Friggen.
you cast command.
Yeah, he's supposed to wisdom 14.
All right, and then you're gonna allow yourself to cast a counterspell.
What? He can see me do it? It's just a verbal thing.
It's a verbal, so it's.
Isn't it automatic? Whatever, fine.
And he casts his counter spell at the 3rd level, and he's like, "Excuse me, there'll be no more trying to cast spells on each other here, please.
Fine.
This is the dining hall. You are here to eat and rest up. If you have any problems with this man, it can be dealt with outside the river."
So, you have this reputation of being so exclusive, of protecting this area.
Yes.
But you would allow and protect someone who has hurt countless people, sure, through our word of mouth, but even with that speculation, you feel comfortable with them living in your walls, with a forest that's so fragile, delicate, and important to you all. He has harmed nature, he has harmed people, and you continue to allow him to thrive in here, even when your own forest is hurting.
Unfortunately, you can't prove that. If he has passed the zone of truth and other means, there's nothing we can do about it. For all we know, he's telling the truth. And who is for we to say that he's lying? Especially,
How is he back?
do you not
Is there any way that somebody can pass the zone of truth?
tell the truth?
Yeah. Because we're not lying, obviously. We would be caught in the zone of
So,
truth. We're not lying.
He isn't either.
He isn't either. So who's lying?
But that doesn't mean your beliefs may tell you otherwise that it is the truth.
Maybe he believes he's telling the truth and he's like doing some like psycho stuff.
Cast command on himself.
Unfortunately,
Tell lies.
Maybe someone will erase that part of his
like
memory.
I said, unfortunately, I cannot do anything with this gentleman here.
Well, he's getting kidnapped and we're gonna kill him.
I'll dismember him.
Like I said,
Alive.
unfortunately, again, he's been proven innocent here. I cannot do anything no matter what you say. As it's not my authority.
He's
As-
certainly not a citizen here. You could easily throw him out.
Oh, indeed. But he has not done anything to prove us wrong otherwise.
I'm sure you have thrown people out for less.
Larry, his name is Larry, right?
Larry.
Yeah.
Larry, yeah. Do you know Greater Restoration?
Greater restoration, yes, of course.
Can you cast that on Friggen?
Freaking, how so?
Just cast it on him.
I mean, if he allows it, do you mind to prove at least to them all that we can at least end this conversation and move on with our day, and move on with our night? And Franklin's like, please be my guest. And Larry casts his Great Restoration on Friggen, and he's like, yes.
So, were you at Lao when we were there?
Oh, indeed, yes.
And you saw the barrel with the tadpoles we had there, right?
You also purchased.
Yes, it wasn't with. I didn't know it was full of barrels, and full of barrels of tadpoles. The original shipment was supposed to be supplies meant to rebuild the city of Lao.
Is it true that you kidnapped our friends?
Not true at all.
Is it true that you were working with Kreml? Kremlin?
Garen the man.
No, yeah, is it true that you were working with Garen
Kilmer?
Lemon?
You mean
Kilmer. And Kilmer.
I know Kilmer. We are acquaintances. And yes, I have worked with them in the past.
Is it true that you were with us in the sewers of Philae?
No,
He wasn't.
excuse you. Who? I really believe you got to the wrong person here.
Oh, his
Do you
memory
know
was
who we are?
modified.
His memory
I've seen you
wasn't
once,
modified?
like I said, in the city of Lao. Please, Larry, if you can just get these people out of here. I'm just trying to enjoy my food. And Larry's like, yes, please, come on, move.
Was your memory modified?
No, not.
Not Larry. Friggen.
Well, he caused greater restoration, which means his memory would be recovered. So
Would it?
he's
Yeah,
lying.
That's how the spell works.
So he's like, no. Larry, please, come on, move. Let the man let the gentleman eat. Please, move.
Can I bring my food with me?
Yes, bring your food with him, but
This
please,
motherfucker walked up to us.
but
Carry
please,
my bow out.
please don't bother this man anymore.
Wasn't me.
I think we should kill him.
Like I said,
Oh, I think we should definitely kill him.
within these walls, he is safe. And if anything happens to him under our watch, and it's proven to be
That's all right.
certain people, we will have no other choice but to enact harsh punishments. Understood?
If you guys happen to continue having some sort of tadpole problem, do not call on us to help fix it. You already know who's causing it. We will sleep here one more night, and then we will leave.
Unfortunately, I cannot go by your word. Who
What
knows?
do you mean?
You keep saying that he is the cause of all this, but there is no proof that you've been showing me that he is the problem.
Okay, you don't have to believe us. Can we
That's
go?
your
His-
belief. But if there
Larry's
continues to
a
be
little annoying.
tadpole problems here, do not call upon us again to try and fix them. We have told you that someone under your roof is someone that we know to be well acquainted with the tadpole problem. Ask them. Do not call upon us.
I'm sorry.
Here we
I
go.
thought that I'd been.
Well, we gotta sleep first. We got a long rest.
We go to our room.
I'm sorry. I thought I'd been very fair to you, your time here, but unfortunately, if that's the way you see it, there are quite many other people out in the world to call upon.
Then why did you have so many problems with your forest if it was so easy to solve?
Oh,
Why were we the only people that were able to come back alive and solve your issue?
I do agree. Your skills are quite impressive, but that, again, that's
No,
not, that's not me to say.
I don't think we're gonna get anywhere with him.
Yeah,
Maybe we
it's
just
fine.
go.
I know. I'm just trying to go to sleep, but this man is like, keep talking.
Yeah. It's
That's why you just walk away.
Let's just.
You're
Say our
lucky
thanks and-
Suspiria wasn't out. And then I'll go into the room.
You gotta be
leave.
like Soul. She just walks away in the middle of the conversation.
Yeah, she's like, leave me alone.
I had a lovely time here as I walk off.
Can he not
I
do that
can't
to you?
I can't stay here anymore. Damn, I liked it here.
Alright.
But there are a bunch of bitches.
And so then, at this point, as you guys make it back to your own rooms, all of you guys are staying. They appoint you guys a room, a very large room where all of you guys are staying in one room, but with different sections of the room, that giving your own privacy if need be. And so at this point, you guys have a bit of time to talk among yourselves.
I want to go over to Byram. Hey, Byram. I just wanted to ask your book a question, if that's possible.
a good idea.
Would you mind slicing your hand a bit? I'll heal you. I'll just need to ask a question.
I guess I'm used to it. Take the book out. I can't guarantee any answers.
That's fine. I at least want to try it before I go to bed.
I have this book open again. Let's see if it answers anything.
All right.
Cut my hand.
My question is: was Friggen lying in the circle of truth?
Was Friggen lying?
I'm just gonna say no.
Well, it's the book.
And so it reads out, no answer, and it's just like a smear of blood.
Ask the book.
It's just a smear of blood?
Yeah.
Does that usually do that? And then there's no answer?
Sometimes, if the answers aren't too specific, or if they're too specific, modern events that just happened.
Oh, okay, so it's the same, yeah.
Yeah,
Ask it.
No answer.
it's general things
Yeah.
that we can ask you, general knowledge.
Can you ask the book if there's any way to
lie. In
To
the circle of
lie.
truth.
Oh, yeah, I
In
was
the circle of
gonna
truth.
ask that already anyways.
Yeah, I don't know. He asked a weird question.
Can you lie in the circle of
Don't
truth?
specific.
Is it possible?
Yes.
How?
What methods?
With any sort of magic.
What?
Circle of truth is it fucking sex then? How?
What do you mean?
It's possible in many different ways.
Name a few.
I would love to know these methods.
First of which is a very strong, powerful trinket that would override the spell. Another being is having a protective being to protect you to certain sorts of magical effects. And this will only come in the form of divination or patrons that are willing to give their protection to certain individuals. And those are like
The main ones.
the main ones, but in this world of magic, there's always, if there's a will, there's definitely a way to do something.
There's a will.
It just doesn't mean, but it doesn't mean it'll be easy. It's very difficult, but
Do any of you have dispel magic?
He does. Oh no, I think I do. I just need a. Oh shit. I need a rest so I can get it.
No, but do you have it?
I do. I
Really?
change my spells every night.
Okay, then can you ask the book if dispel magic would work to reverse the effects?
Wouldn't that dispel the so-called truth as well?
I think. I don't know.
Oh, that's true.
Well,
I mean, you can double
dispel
cast
magic.
it.
Yeah, you can double cast it.
With dispel well, dispel with
Dispel
dispel
magic.
magic work.
on
I don't think it would work against the patron though.
under certain circumstances.
I mean,
Yeah.
it might help. Is the patron always there, or does it have to be called upon?
But I know about this already.
How do you talk to patrons?
It depends on.
Either one of those.
It
Never
depends
heard
on
from
the
it.
type of relationship.
Depends on whether the patron likes him or
What
not.
if you have sick?
Yeah, what if he can give me power?
Okay,
Oh, he's gonna give me some power.
I think
There's actually a curse. I mean, a blood curse. Like when I get to if I get to higher levels. Anyways.
I think we should
Oh, I do have it.
let this happen. I'm sure they don't need us. We can go somewhere else. If they don't want to believe us, we have other things to attend to.
Yep. I'll step back into my room, my area.
I close my curtain. So, I think that's it.
Alright. And so then, at this,
While I'm in the room and everything's closed, can I also write in the book?
Good night.
Can-
Love you.
Can I write? Can you protect me from magical effects?
yes.
Right now?
No.
Oh,
When?
maybe when you
What was that?
When?
when he becomes like a person.
Give us gifts and something in return.
Such as?
And then all of a sudden, you hear and Mew pop up on your shoulder. It's like, nah,
Hey.
don't listen.
Okay. I'm just curious to know the extent of this power.
Close it.
What do you mean?
Don't listen to it anymore.
Okay. Alright.
Nevermore.
Just snap the book closed.
And then the ravens kind of look at each other and then poof, disappear again.
Alright. I'll just crawl right down over to bed and just lay down.
All right.
Book on my chest.
All right. Does anyone else want to do anything or talk about anything?
Oh, but the casting times.
How do you talk to patrons? I got one of those. Never heard from it.
It depends who your patron is. Some patrons have more, I guess, open communications with one another, or others can be completely non-commute and be solely just be I give you power, use it.
Interesting.
So it really depends on the type of relationship and the type of patron you have. Some are willing to help, while others are going to use their followers and only use them for their own goals, and achievements. So it really depends. So does anyone else want to do anything?
I guess mine's 7.
No. I'll just go to sleep.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a long rest.
Okay.
I'm gonna clock out for the night.
I'm gonna take a long rest. So, with everyone taking a long rest for tonight, y'all can go ahead, take a long rest on your sheets.
Yay! Oh, we have
And
no
then
time.
at this point, Aliok, go ahead and roll a insight check.
I went back to 15.
9.
What did it change? Do I have to add the 2 here or the 2 here?
I actually rolled a 25k.
What music do you want?
Oh, we're gonna get murdered in our sleep, dude.
You don't have to buy anything right now.
I sleep with one eye open.
We're about to get fucked. Oh.
She keeps an eye out for Selena.
Always.
I just got a cool spell. I'm just so excited to use it.
Well, you're never gonna use it because you rolled a fucking 9.
Well,
So, in your sleep, you appear in an area where it seems not familiar, but as if you know someone else you know has been here before. And at this point, you hear a mundane, all too recognizable laughter. And you hear a voice you hear something kind of like next to your ear. You don't turn right away. He's like, you know nothing of what's coming to you.
do I recognize that voice as Maladov's?
Not exactly. And then you hear another voice on the other side of your ear. You think you saw things with your patron. They will never come to fruition.
Am I able to react? Am I just dreaming?
You're having sleep paralysis, bitch.
You're just dreaming at this point. At this point, up to this moment, you weren't able to move, but now you have full movement of your body. And right now you're just in a black void. Standing. You're not floating down, but you're standing.
I'm gonna try and see if there are any lights in the room. Like any visible lights.
Spell magic, bitch.
No lights.
I'm dreaming.
No lights.
Am I able to cast spells?
Try.
Sure, I'll cast the fuck. Fairy Fire, and I'll use it on myself. Just violet light. I don't have to pass anything.
Okay. What does that do?
For the duration, objects and affected creatures shed dim light in a 10-foot radius.
And so, at this point, you cast a spell. You try to shine a light into the darkness, but the light just dissipates into the void. And but then you start to realize the void itself is not dark. You can see everything clearly, but it's as if literally nothing is there. You can see yourself clearly as you look at yourself, your feathers, your arms and legs.
Can I try and move my arm through my arm? Touch my arm?
You can touch yourself physically.
Okay.
And then at this point, you hear the voice again. Tell me, Aliok, what is it you really want?
Hello? Hello? Is there anybody here? I mean...
And then you see the moon shining right above you. But as the moon is shining, it gives you comfort for a slight second until something feels off. You see the moon slowly turn, and the moon itself seems so close yet so far at the same time. You're able to see details of the moon very clearly as the moon begins to slowly shift around. And what they say is that you can never see the dark side of the moon. So no one really knows what's on the other side. And so at this point, as the moon slowly turns to the other side, the moon begins to change to a different color. To a dark red. And then now your whole body is in the shade of red. And at this point, you hear the voice once more. Haliak! Tell me what you want.
I want my mom.
What do you mean, what do I want? What am I supposed to want?
Freedom.
Who am I talking to?
And then visions begin blinking right before your eye, before dissipating. You see visions of Belmer, you see visions of your friends, you see visions of Maladov, you see visions of Tech flashing before your eyes. And then at this very moment in time, you see the moon right above you, the blood moon, begin falling down straight on you. And at this point, it feels as if you're not able to move or able to react. And at this very moment, as the moon, right before it hits you, you open your eyes into a dagger into your chest.
Am I in me?
And you sleep. You see, and you feel the urging pain of the knife in your chest slowly turning. And you're gonna take.
You should have rolled higher on that perception, I think. Or insight. We're gonna get murdered in our sleep. We should have went in your tent, bro. We should have slept in the tent.
I was thinking, should I just make a 10 in here?
We should.
I should have.
You take 20 points of piercing damage.
Is it before the long rest or after the long rest?
After.
Does he wake up?
He does wake up. You wake up to the sharp pain in your chest. And
And I do scream. I go, ah!
and you also take another 15 points of fire damage.
Do we wake
As
up?
Everyone wakes up, and at this point you see a dagger. You can't see what the figure is in your
Is there light in this room?
infrared vision. There is light, but
It's very dim light. Even with direct
it's
vision,
very-
I can't see anything.
You can see the slight shape of the figure as the figure still twisting the knife in your chest. You feel a burning sensation in your chest as the knife begins to glow on fire and dissipate. And at this point, everyone inside the room wakes up.
Can I prep
Can I-
action?
Let's give it a second. Let's see what does everyone else do.
I'm going to grab the gem of brightness, speak the command word, and now there will be bright light 30-foot radius.
All right,
And dim light for an additional 30 feet.
all right, and this immediately lights up the whole room. And at this point, Aliok, you see a shadow begin to disappear into the light, and the dagger itself dissipate.
What the fuck?
Is he still bleeding?
He's still bleeding from the chest.
Cast Cure Wounds on
And at this
yourself.
point, all of you guys wake up from the bright light, and you can try and make your way over to the area where Aliok is laying.
Or should we go to... should we go... No.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself. What the fuck at the 3rd level?
I'm just gonna open the curtains and stand at my curtains and be like, can you turn that light off?
Turn it off?
Yeah. I wanna go back to sleep.
Oh, I just got stabbed.
That's a problem.
You just get stabbed quieter.
11. Oh, are you serious?
Do I
Well,
sound
I'm
like
gonna
joking?
cast Shocking Grasp on both of you to wake you the fuck up.
I'm already up.
I'm up. I don't give a fuck.
I'm just tired.
So she shocks you both for a slight second.
There's
Do it
no need
again.
for that.
I
There's
liked
someone
it.
trying to kill us in here.
So who stabbed you?
I'm not sure. It was a shadow, and it just it dissipated. I have the wound right here, and I point to the knife wound.
Can I
and
poke it?
The clear blood that's around my feathers.
Can I poke it?
Go ahead.
I fuck it.
Oh.
Yeah.
At this point, you hear knocking at the door. Is everything all right there?
No, everything's alright here. I just got stabbed.
And then at this point, the guards come in. It's like the barge out in, and then like, what happened? You got stabbed?
Yeah,
You all right?
and not by them, by a shadow figure. Look, the blood's still wet.
And he's not in here anymore. This person.
No, I thought you guys had like a magical field or something to protect us from people.
We do. But call everyone up right now. This needs to be investigated immediately.
Yay!
That shit fucking hurt.
And so at this
Do it at the
point,
second level.
It's not like
everyone is being gathered in the dining hall. All the refugees, so basically, the building you guys are staying in is kind of like the building where all the other refugees are staying at, or visitors. And so as they're gathering everyone into the dining hall, there's a few guards, and Larry comes back out with a few other representatives, and Larry kind of comes out, goes over to you guys. It's like, and so go ahead and put on like crowd ambience, and some
Crowd music?
Crowd ambience.
crowd ambience. But Larry kind of goes over to you guys. It's like, is everything all right?
No. We were awoken by his blood-curdling scream because some shadowed figure stabbed him in the heart with a dagger.
It was very loud and annoying.
They would know as well.
What? How is that possible?
So clearly, it's not as safe in here as you thought it was.
That's not possible. What? And so you see, like, a kind of panic, and just go over his face for a moment, and
That's not the right thing.
whoever wants to,
Not the fucking jazz in the background. Like, what the hell?
Keep going.
yeah, whoever wants to can make a quick perception check.
Okay.
Yeah. I'd love to.
Fuck my life.
That's what I said to Larry, there's a lot of your magic failing here lately. With Circle
19.
of Truth,
19.
now this.
Isn't that crazy?
I'm not very perceptive because I'm talking to him, so I have a,
Sorry,
I have a 3.
I got 10 and...
I got 19.
You got 19? Alright, so at this point, you see in the corner of your eye, you see Friggen on the other side of the dining hall, kind of just like,
We're in the dining hall?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
put us all in the dining hall
he
to
doesn't
bring everyone
have-
together.
he doesn't have a very amused face on him right now, or like his face is very bland, but in a slight millisecond, as he turns around, you see a slight grin on his face.
What a bitch.
I don't know what to do with that information.
I don't see him.
You saw it.
And at this point, he walks over to you guys. He's like, "Oh my, are you alright?"
Get away from me.
As
Can I
if
punch
you're
him in
not
the
the
face
one
again?
that did this.
Can I punch him in the face again?
Go ahead, try to punch him in the face.
I'll do it too, bitch.
Let's both try. We can do
Oh,
two.
I don't punch. I'm
For Friggen?
no. I'm doing a cantrip. Like I'm not
Okay.
punching him.
Does a 20 hit?
20 definitely does hit. And so, as you're going for the punch and you're about to land a very good blow on him, you see a branch just wrap around your arm, and they hold your arm in place. You can't move them right away.
What a bitch.
And what do you do?
I'm gonna put my hand on him. Oh, nat 20. So 25 to hit. I'm gonna cast Shocking Grasp.
Shocking grasp.
Yeah.
And so that 20.
So that nat 20. So that is 9 plus 9 is 18. Right? Okay. What did it not? Okay. Yes. 18 points of lightning damage.
18 points of lightning damage. Alright, so he's resistant to lightning damage. So he takes 9 points of
That
lightning
bitch.
damage.
Write that down.
And so immediately he gets shocked. He's like, "Oh, what are you doing?" And then immediately the guards go over to you and they like, "Man, you put your hands behind your back."
He's the one who stabbed me.
You're lucky this branch is holding me back.
And then
Real.
he looks at you. He's like, "I think I do recognize you."
Check his body for the dagger.
You're the one transporting.
Oh, you gonna pull this shit on me right after I got fucking stabbed in my own sleep? God damn it! Oh my god.
You made this table, please. That's hilarious coming from you.
Right?
That's actually
Like Larry's not gonna back us up after we accused you of it.
that's actually really funny.
Oh, don't count Larry.
This has actually put the night in a better light because that was the funniest joke I've ever heard.
And Larry comes over. He's like, "You saying he stabbed you?"
Yeah, of course he stabbed me. Who else would stab me here?
We were accusing him. Not accusing. This is fact. We are telling you that he is a suspicious person. And then, suddenly at night,
he gets
in
stabbed.
in the most protective place that you seem to believe is so safe, he gets stabbed in the night. There's only one person that this could be.
There's blood all over my clothes.
Guards, search him. And the guards start searching Friggen.
That's not it.
And then they kind of like pat him down. He's like, "I just got shot!" And then as they pat him down,
I just got stabbed.
you don't find much besides like kind of like sleeping garments.
Well, he's not gonna keep the weapon on him.
And then
Yes.
they pull him back up. It's like, "Oh, no, I know who you really are."
I would have broken his nose.
Look,
again.
he's gonna do it again. He's gonna pull the same shit accusing me.
And Larry's like, "Alright, "This is enough.
Don't you find
Do
this a little
this-
bit
Do this
suspicious?
one more time." And then he's like, cast circle of zone of truth on everyone.
Can you cast it like sixth dimension or something?
I know, right? He cast it in the fucking shadow realm.
And then is everyone's willing?
I'm willing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright.
I don't care.
Everyone's
Yeah.
willing as well. And he's like, "Alright, Friggen, I need you to be truthful. Did you stab this individual?" And Friggen's like, "No, I didn't."
We would like to mention that we did discover that there are many ways to thwart Circle of Truth. So, this is not exactly a foolproof method.
What methods are you alluding
Well, don't
to?
say that because then we.
Right,
We're not
right.
fucking using them. I don't have a patron.
What
He doesn't
methods,
know.
What methods are you alluding to? In order to elude the zone of truth, it would require much more powerful magic than we would ever have here.
Right, like the trinket or
Words.
something.
Friggen is, and was, when we met him, a person of very high social standing in Lao.
Well, first of all, let me finish my questioning real quick.
Let me fucking finish!
Aliok, is it true you were involved with the tadpoles?
No. I mean, yes. they
Yes,
did.
to put him away.
Yes.
That's the truth.
Go ahead and roll a charisma saving throw
Damn, you gotta be charismatic.
You gotta risk him
When
up,
you're-
bro.
with
For
disadvantage.
telling the
This
truth.
is it.
Disadvantage
For
for
what?
telling the truth.
17, 20. 15.
You just let me know the word. I'll use my new curse on him.
But he's fucking telling the truth.
15?
15.
He goes back. You liar!
It's called the blood curse of the bloated agony. I can pop this bitch up like a balloon.
That's kind of cool.
It's just like Chamber of Secrets.
At this point, as you're trying to, you're saying you're not involved, your mouth says otherwise.
I said I was involved. To put them away,
Yeah.
is what I said. Verbatim.
Unfortunately, that's not what your mouth says.
What?
Your mouth indeed said, "I was involved in transporting
He's funny.
of tadpoles."
What?
And then, at this point,
Can I shake my head? No.
you shake your head. It's like,
Can you just spell magic?
and Friggen is like,
He can spell.
oh, you
knew
can
it.
spell magic.
and then Larry's like,
I'm gonna fucking murder this guy.
First of all-
Aliok, please let me finish. Aliok, is it true that you were involved with the transportation and smuggling of these tadpoles?
Just remember, no, we weren't.
And
We didn't know what they were.
unfortunately, Aliok, you're forced to tell the opposite of what you believe the truth is.
As I listen to this, can I detect magic again?
What if I don't remember the truth?
What if I just forget?
What if I
Yeah.
cast command on myself to tell myself to tell
What
the
if
truth?
I modify your memory?
Fucking do it.
Can
Go
you do
ahead.
There's a spell scroll for it.
What if we just kill him?
Wait, I have to lie?
Yeah, you have to lie.
Oh, well, I was involved in it, so no.
I was involved in it.
No, I was not involved in it. That's the truth then, I guess,
And then
right?
the opposite comes out.
Yeah.
Yes, I was involved then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, then yes, I was involved. That's the truth.
Well, technically,
I was involved.
technically,
I was
if
involved.
you're saying that he has to say the opposite, we were involved with the transportation of them on
We were.
accident because we were doing that from feeling.
So the opposite comes
really,
out.
the opposite would be him saying that we weren't involved in it. This is us talking to Brandon.
Yeah.
That's not exactly how the spell. The spell is supposed to dilute the truth.
That would be
That was
would
the
be
truth.
us. The truth is that we were
Involved.
involved, and if you want to do the opposite of that, because it says the spell, you were saying that the spell is making him say the opposite. He would say he's not involved because we were at one point. Interesting. But
Sure, yeah, I will allow that. Okay.
no.
So no comes out?
Not exactly. The way the effect is supposed to work is that inside the zone of truth, you're obligated to essentially tell lies only.
So the
So
lie,
the
the
lie
lie
is
would
the
be
no.
that we
Yeah,
were
sure.
that we were not involved.
Okay, and then he continues questioning you.
So just make good lies.
So were you involved with the poisoning of the forest?
So the answer is no.
You can't
But-
help him.
Oh, who says who? Mind link. Oh, I'm not supposed to.
Yes, it's very. I'm just pretty sure.
Unfortunately, yes, because we did spread tadpoles
No,
around.
no, no! You should have
Because
said
it's gonna come out as no.
no, because I was gonna say
That is true. We kind of did help with that
Just to
by
simpli-
accident.
Just to simplify this, is he whatever he says, will you automatically translate to be the opposite, or is he going to
No,
actively
but if we
try
are
to say
able to translate the
It's not.
opposite.
It's the thing is, in this situation, there's no way to try to speak your way out of it.
Oh, okay, so just say shit.
It's what
No.
I'm trying to get at.
No.
And so
No.
if it's by magical means, by sure, but in this case, just trying to purely try to get out of it by trying to manipulate words won't help you in any way.
Why are you asking me these
Look at this
questions
glass, Larry.
when you should be asking him these questions?
Let me ask him then.
Yeah, it's just gonna work.
Friggen, were you involved with the smuggling of these tadpoles directly? And Friggen's like, no!
He's so funny.
Now, were you involved with the smuggling of the
Yeah.
tadpoles directly?
Yes, I was.
And
Unfortunately, that is
And
the
were
truth.
you involved with, again, the poisoning of the forest?
No, I wasn't.
But were you
What if
involved with the tadpoles?
But we can speak for it. Like,
Spreading
But
across
he doesn't. He's
the
not letting
region?
us.
Unfortunately, yes. So
And
when
were
I say
you-
yes, it means no, right? Like that's what comes out. Like when I say yes, I did spread the tadpoles
Whatever.
by accident
When did we spread tadpoles by
when
accident?
we transported them from Feely to Lao.
Oh yeah.
We
I mean,
did
but
do
we
that.
no, we stole them all back.
No, we did transport them and then we.
But,
No, 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 we
But
s-
the thing is, I'm going to say, because like, in reality, you're not actually, you're not trying to say the truth. Like you were actually trying to spread like tadpoles in reality, and so like I said, in this case, trying to get away with this purely by words won't work
All right.
entirely.
Don't
Okay,
you have a
you said-
spell, Fico? Can't you cast Dispel Magic like right now?
All right. I can dispel magic.
I what? We were telling you to do that in the first place.
And I cast dispel magic on myself.
Oh my
Alright, you
God.
have to spell magic on yourself.
Actually, is it on myself?
Yes.
That was
Yeah,
in area.
Stop
I don't
thinking
know.
so
I
much.
don't know. Oh no,
about
it's
spells.
it's a targeting. Yeah.
Where the fuck
Yeah,
is
because
it? There it is.
Friggen's not lying.
I cast it.
We're not telling the truth.
Any spell or third level or lower on the target ends. Let me.
Alright, you can cast it on yourself.
So it's
Probably
a
like
fucking,
yeah.
it's a fucking ace
So
level.
it does work,
All right.
and so now you are able to speak the real truth.
No, tell the truth, bitch.
Girl, you could have been doing that the entire
Oh, I
time.
forgot.
We told you.
I thought this magic thing was gonna be.
Tell them that you just.
All right, I just cast dispel magic. There was a spell on me
Ask
that
the
was
question
asking,
again.
telling me to tell the truth. Ask me again.
Tell him you were not involved in.
I was not involved in the transportation of tadpoles.
It saves that freaking. Talk more! Come on!
And Friggen has unfortunately cast a spell on me.
And he lied about you being
Yes.
the
That's
cause
not-
of it.
This has to be taken to court.
Yeah!
We were-
Let's take it to court!
No, we are leaving. We don't want you
Check
to
all
be
of them
here.
into custody.
I didn't do anything!
Motherfucker!
And
We're
then,
killing him in jail.
Can we fight them? Oh, we're going to court. Okay.
and then they pick up Friggen
Kill him in
too.
jail.
They're like,
No,
yes,
he
girl.
loves
They're
a
like,
towel. It's like a
yes!
courtroom.
And so
It's just a courtroom scene.
Is this because you're majoring in law studies?
what?
Yo, he's putting his
You know how you have to do
degree.
mock trial in law studies?
This is mock
what
trial.
this is?
no, I didn't.
He's gonna submit this video to like Canvas.
I know, right?
I wasn't even thinking about that.
That's fucking hilarious. Imagine you're like, I have to do homework for school, and it's just the street.
He manipulates his
He
friends.
manipulated us into doing
And
this.
you all come, very important session.
Alright.
It's a
And so at this
trial.
point, all of you guys, including Friggen, are being taken out the dining room and being taken to separate.
Can I spit on Friggen before we leave?
Can I freaking
What?
spit on him?
Can I spit on him?
Yeah, go for it. You just spell him.
Yeah.
Can I
You just-
cast-
Ugh, it's like, oh.
Can
and
I?
then the guard behind just grabs your head from behind, just moves it.
I was gonna say something. Never mind.
Can I silently? Or it's a somatic spell, right? It's a cantrip.
Oh.
Can I cast?
I'm not. I want to say it.
I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost on the floor that he's about to step on, so he slips.
You try to cast Ray Frost because your hand's behind your back now. You still want to try to cast
Somatic, no?
It's a.
It's verbal somatic.
So I need my hands.
Yeah, you need your hands.
I'll give it PG-13.
Okay.
Careful, I like.
and so at
I'm
this
gonna
point,
use chromatic
the
orb
branch-
then.
so at
Is
this
it
point, the
grab my
branches
hair?
are being
Be
wrapped
careful.
around your arms. What is that?
I don't know. Oh, I'm not gonna cast it.
You're so stupid.
And so at this point, all of you guys are being transported into these large trees. So each individual tree. Yeah, you're literally all inside the trunk of a tree now,
Love that.
Within-
What the fuck?
within separate areas. And this particular tree has a special type of magic or a special type of wood that will absorb any type of magic. And
Oh, that's
so-
cool.
And so as they put you in these prisons, the guys are like, don't try anything funny. You only end up hurting yourself.
Alright.
What reason do they have to lock us up? Him, maybe. He admitted to some stuff.
Well, I have committed a lot of crimes, so maybe.
But they don't know about
Maybe
it.
it's fair.
What are our charges? What charges are we being held on?
You will learn that later.
I did murder a kid.
This is
This due process
Illegal.
is dumb.
okay. I guess I'll fucking sleep.
And so at this point, as all of you are being left alone inside the cells, the tree cells,
Tree cells.
you guys
What
have
if we
a
just
bit,
burn it?
you guys have a bit of time to talk about yourselves, and Friggen was transported somewhere else separately.
Bitch. I was gonna throw shit in his tree.
Is it still the middle of the night or is it like morning?
It's like the middle of the night.
Can we rest again?
Yeah. Rest again. Well, I guess we'll talk about it. Okay, so now we have to go to court. As long as
You dispelled magic earlier. That
Yes.
takes so long.
what is wrong with you? The fact that you didn't dispel magic immediately when you started telling lies.
Well, I was feeling a bit hot, alright? I got stabbed like 20 minutes ago.
We've been stabbed
you were
so
healed.
many times.
Right, but I was shot in the middle of the night? Have you been stabbed in the middle of the night?
Yes.
I lived on the
What?
streets. I've been stabbed in the middle of the night, in the middle of the day, in the middle of the every time.
I've been stabbed in the middle of the night and stabbed
Can't
in the
say I
middle of the
have.
night.
See, you're just like me.
No, I'm not.
Because you're lame.
Alright. Anyways, they snuck into our room and stabbed me, and we're pretty sure it's Friggen, right? Like,
It obviously is, unless fucking I can't remember.
Malagov?
No, not Malagov, not your.
Tech?
No, not unless Lyrie is somehow some evil genius.
I mean, did you see who stabbed you?
Can I try and recall the shadow?
Yeah, make a
Perception.
perception.
Why'd you move it all the way?
A
over
history
there?
and perception
I
check.
moved it all the way over there.
What kind of check?
History and perception.
And perception?
Damn, you little ass.
What is this?
Is this history?
History was a 6.
Okay.
and a 16 for
Perception.
perception.
So
That was a 19, bro.
So
Oh, yeah.
in the moment,
It was 13.
things were you were able to see things pretty clearly, mainly the dagger in your chest, but you can't remember exactly what the figure was. But all you remember was it being some sort of shadow, as when a really shine, a gem of brightness, it disappeared when the light appeared.
It didn't have any
But
horns
he
or anything.
remembers. He remembers what the dagger looks like, right?
Yeah.
So
I know the dagger.
so the dagger itself was a black blade with it was a black blade with a ruby gem in the center of the hilt.
Alright.
I know we don't know about the blade itself, but it's like a miniature attack sword.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Red ruby or red gem?
Red ruby.
But his was blue, right?
I don't remember. Yeah, I think so.
Oh, he had both. And I'm gonna relay this information. Yeah, unfortunately, the only thing I can remember is that the blade he stabbed me was a black blade with a red ruby in the hilt. That's all I got.
Okay. Well, we are fucked if the circle of truth is somehow not all-encompassing.
Well, it definitely wasn't or it was.
Yes, but
Wasn't.
I hope that somehow in their courtrooms they have a more foolproof method of
Something
detecting
like
who's
this?
lying.
What about a room like this? I can dispel all magic. Actually,
Something like this could be
I'm gonna
just
take out my
fine.
talon. Is it just bark?
It's a tree.
It's just bark.
I'm gonna use my talon to make the tally. Unfortunately, it's just like this. I guess.
Like what? We can't see each other.
Can we see each other?
We're in trees.
Yeah.
Each of us are in a different tree.
Different tree.
Yeah. But there's still holes where you can still speak to each other.
All right. Well, I mean, if they have trees like this that we can't use magic in, I assume their coat room is somewhere similar to that magic. I mean, unless we can have the trial in here.
That's the hope. If there is some way to dispel magic in that courtroom, then we might have a chance. But otherwise, Friggen is a pathological liar.
How did he do that?
I do not know.
Probably using like a patron or something.
Yeah.
Probably a patron.
but I don't know how
or
you
some
disconnect
type of
it.
trinket.
Yeah, a trinket or. Yeah, that's all. Yeah. I think that's all we talk about, and then we get another long rest.
Okay. You guys take one more long rest
Oh my god, it's so much damage.
I didn't cast any spells.
I
at
did.
this point. We're gonna go to a quick break and we'll be right back.
Courtroom.
welcome back, everyone. And let's continue with our session. So,
This is about to be the most fair court trial you've ever seen. There's gonna be justice.
I would say around 6 hours later, the trunk opened to daylight, and just to say, I forgot to say, when you get to put it inside the trunk, it is pitch black. So there's literally nothing inside getting the light, and so
Maybe
as,
over brightness.
as the trunk opens up, it's your first time witnessing like light in the past like 8 to 10 hours. So as the light is like blinding you for a moment, the guards come over to you guys. It's like, come with us, and then before they escort you guys, they tell you guys to put your hands behind your back before they put the branches on you guys. They escort you guys, and so as they're escorting you guys, you see Friggen by another tree, not too far, around 20 feet away from you, come out of another trunk. Also, his hands behind his back. He looks at you guys. He's like,
Can I kick him in the back of the knee, like dead leg him?
well, you guys are like 20 feet apart, but if you get closer, then sure.
No, that's fine.
All right.
Can we kick a rock at him? Like, you know, like how soccer players like do the dribble up and they can hit the ball? Can we do it with the rock? Like dribble the rock and then just sling it, like kick it?
Bloody check.
There's no rocks, but there's like pieces of wood you could try to do it with.
Okay.
Hey, athletics check.
I didn't even care about this guy. 16?
16? Yeah, it hits. And so you kick it, and the guard's like, stop it, you!
Love being a hater.
And at this point, as you guys are being escorted into the law room, you guys are
Probably shouldn't be upsetting the
all
authorities.
5 of you guys are sat down together next to Friggen. So all 5 of you guys are staying right next to each other, 5 feet from each other. And at this point, Larry goes over to you guys. He looks over. She guys is like, you guys really didn't have to do this.
You saying that to us that we didn't have to do this?
Or
You arrested us!
he's saying to everyone,
Oh.
including like Friggen. He's like, if you guys just keep quiet, none of this would have had to happen. You know?
Well, we were trying to
I
leave.
got stabbed!
Yeah.
Yes.
yes.
Under
I'm gonna get justice!
We were gonna leave yesterday.
Why
We
do
were
you
trying
seem
to
so
leave.
fearful?
What was that?
Why do you seem so fearful?
It's just, the people, the judges here can be quite. The law masters here can be quite. I guess you could say, prideful. And you know, I try my best not to get people involved with this. But
You arrested us.
I mean, I didn't want to arrest you guys.
But you did.
I didn't, but I had no choice. She shocked him, man. He was stabbed, and like. He
I
was
just
also
eating
lying.
a bowl of food.
And
Well, yeah, well, he was also lying. I like motion at Friggen.
And Friggen's like, "Oh, the lying, you bird!"
Don't you dare call me a bird!
He's scared.
Fuck you!
Girl. It's okay.
Nobody's called me a bird this whole campaign.
Because you made it very clear you didn't want to be called a boy.
And
I've
nobody
called you a
did.
bird.
You called me a bird outside a game, and I don't care. But Aliok doesn't like being called a bird.
I've called you a bird to your face in game. Yes, I have.
Early game, but I've
Oh,
always
yeah.
made it a point to
Yeah.
make him to not being called a bird.
Yeah.
I brought it up now.
Recall.
Bird. And then at the
Start picking him.
and then he's like, oh, please, calm down. There's no need to yell at York. Please. Maybe the best way out of this is to. I mean, I talked with the law master, but the best I could give you guys is free parole, but complete and timely banishment forever.
A timely banishment forever.
Oh, that's fine. I don't.
That's fine. You know, I'll take it actually if we have to just get this.
From the city, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
But between us, I do like all of
She
you.
doesn't want to be
And
here.
you all helped us, but rules are rules, and laws are laws.
Fine, then let's get it over with.
Yeah, we just want to go.
We're
We're trying to get to the west.
We were trying to leave and never come back. And then he got stabbed.
I also don't know if I should be going up against like lawmasters.
Just don't tell me.
What kind of authority?
Well, okay, if that's the case, before the lawmaster comes out, maybe I can cut a deal with you all, and maybe you all can leave without having to even face the lawmaster, because that's usually the best course of action. And so, do you agree with these
So
terms?
Charles, we just fight to the death with the lawmasters.
What are the terms?
So, you all can leave the city freely without any punishment, but you're forbidden and forever coming back.
That's if we don't see the lawmasters.
Yes.
And what if we do see the lawmasters?
There's a possibility you might sentence you a slightly harsher punishment. And when I mean slightly, I mean much worse.
Like what?
Like
Probably
jail time.
not even jail.
So-
Probably like
Physical labor. He's gonna put us in a labor camp.
He's gonna kill us.
If you mean physical labor, as in being attached to a tree for a whole year, then yes.
Oh, real. Should we go through it for fun? Should we? You what?
For content.
Yeah, for content?
this-
Should we go
this-
through the- should we
like
go
for my
through the trial?
enjoyment, I kind of want to do it.
Give me liberty or give me death.
Well, he is giving us liberty.
Yeah.
You really want to go through with this?
We are confident. What? Is your courtroom magic proof?
Yes, it's made with the same materials, the same wood as of the holding
trees.
rooms that you were.
Will all of our belongings
if-
be confiscated from us, including
What if it's
Friggen?
not like necessarily
Yes.
using magic. What if it's just
Yes.
like somehow?
The patron.
Yeah.
That's what I was
and
gonna
it
ask.
doesn't like constitute as like magic.
Would you still be able to contact a patron in this room?
Or gain like any type of powers.
Yes. Gain
Or
any
abilities
or
from
be
your
shielded
patron.
from any effects.
Yeah.
Any magic involving divination will also be cut off. Well, not cut off completely. You could possibly still, if you had some strong telepathic connection with the patron, maybe you could still possibly talk with the patron to the mind. But if it's strictly spells we're talking about, it's very hard. Any spell that is casted or any magic will be absorbed into the wood. Into the
So you're
branching.
saying it is possible for Friggen to contact a patron if they have a telepathic
Right.
connection?
Why are we talking about Friggen? Yeah,
Huh?
he's like, what?
Hypothetically.
He's like, why are you talking about me?
What did he say?
Hypothetically. Hypothetically, would it be possible for one to keep in contact
I don't even have a patron!
I'm embarrassed.
Yeah, well, we're about to find out, right? All right,
What
let's
does
do
it
this.
matter?
Where are we-
So we're going to be like we're not wearing
We're about to enter
we're gonna be
like the
we're gonna be put in like
robes.
robes like jail clothes, right? So like all of our belongings will be taken from us.
Yes, they will be.
Okay.
That's fine with me, I guess.
And then divination where we're gonna be everybody will be protected against the magical effects of divination, and the patron is the only possible issue to go up against the circle of truth.
Right.
Is there any way to sense that one is contacting a patron?
No. It's very hard to even detect anyone who has a strong connection with. You know how religion is, or how connections are. It can be very iffy. People say they're talking to God all the time, but then guess what? They're not even talking to the God. They're just talking to themselves because they're crazy. But
Not me though. I be talking.
Yeah, not me though.
So if this is the case, how can you ensure that we're telling the truth? If in the past instances of you using Circle of Truth, he was telling one version of the truth and he was Friggen was telling another. How can you get to one? How can you get to the actual
It
truth?
has happened before where two disputing parties have had conflicting truths, and in those cases, which is very rare by the way, the case would usually be dropped, and punishments would not be delivered, and both would just be exiled depending on who the individual is.
Alright.
Okay. I mean, that's the same.
That's the
outcome.
same outcome that you're giving us, yeah.
Yes.
So might as well just go through
Might
it.
as well
We
just
know
go
we're
through it.
innocent.
Because
Might as well just go to court. I
however,
guess.
if you're proving guilty, the punishment can be much more worse than what I'm offering you right now.
Yes, but we are not guilty, so we shall not worry about that.
Alright? If you believe your skill in the
Yeah. Let's go to court. I've always wanted to go to court.
This is much better than just being thrown in jail all the time.
Right?
Alright.
Like we get due process.
Justice.
Alright.
I summoned Batman to the stand.
I still need to still do
Alright, so at this point it's like so at this point the gods here will be here to take your belongings right now, and they'll be putting a specific type of cloak over you for official purposes, I should say. So,
Cloak of truth.
so at this point, the guards they confiscate everyone's items, including Friggen's, and they give you like a piece of robe for everyone to wear. It's a green robe, and at this point, as all of you guys are waiting or sitting back down and waiting inside your chairs, the lawmaster eventually comes out, and so this lawmaster, he has he has 3 braidings. Each braiding has like branches of silver and gold kind of entwined into his braids, and he's coming out with as well as like a silver attire, and as he's like stepping out, he's like, "Alright, time to get this started. The name is Perel."
Pharrell?
They call me Purell because I'm gonna clean up the streets.
I don't know what Purell is.
Perel
Purell is hand
Savan.
sanitizer.
Oh.
Perel Savan, the lawmaster here at the Rivveren. So,
I was thinking of Pharrell.
we shall get this started. We'll start off with the charges of do you go by a name, all of you, or do you rather go by individual names?
Dumbass, because God damn
Oh.
What was it that we said last time?
I said
The Philly Fuckers.
no. I
Feeling
said
flesh
the
Ew.
Feely fleshlights. I said the Mind Slayers.
She wasn't here for that.
Oh yeah, I said Mind Slayers as an idea last campaign or last session.
Just like the Mind Flame.
The Mind Slayers, because we killed
I
it.
feel like it's missing the city. I feel like we should keep like.
There's
What's the
nothing. What are we in?
We can keep thinking.
What? Where are we?
Rivveren.
Rivveren.
We're just gonna go by individual names.
Yes, we just go.
Alright, so Aliok,
We'll workshop.
Yeah.
Aurelia,
Yes, right now.
right now,
Yes.
Byron, and Sol.
Not our legal name.
You are all charged together as a group of
Cute.
potential poisoning and harm to the forest, as well
As
as assault on a bystander visitor of Rivveren.
How did we? We did do the assault. Yes, that's true. How are we being charged with poisoning the forest? We fucking cured the forest. Well, that'll be part of our case.
So,
I guess.
and then the defender here, or the offender, will be you guys, and the defender would be Mr. Friggen over here. So, please state your case and what your reasoning.
Reasoning for what?
Reason for what? Yeah.
Let's go with the first charge, or
Why did you poison the forest?
potential
We did
poisoning of the forest.
Yes.
Last night, inside Mr. Larry over here, casted a zone of truth where he questioned specifically Aliok about his involvement with these mind flayer tadpoles? And you answered very interestingly, I should say the least.
Unfortunately, yes, that is true. That I answered correct, as if I did do it. But as soon as I cast Dispel Magic, I was able to prove myself that I did not do it. In this circle of truth, somebody had casted a spell telling me not to do it, or telling the opposite of the truth.
That forced you.
That forced me to do that.
Alright. And then, does anyone else have anything to add on to that?
Yes. So, many people can corroborate our story that we did not poison the forest. In fact, we were the ones tasked with saving the damage to the forest. You could ask Avril of House Syndradan, as he was the ranger escorting us to the mountains to fix the poison that was happening to the forest. Many of your other rangers can also attest that we fought a large mind flayer tadpole in the forest, risking our lives to help. So, if we were the ones that were causing all this harm to the forest, why would we then go risk our lives to fix that? It was not us. We helped the forest.
Quite an objective point of view and statement. But I must say here on the report as well, your very first encounter with our rangers was of you having troubles with the guardian of the forest, which only comes out if any harm starts to approach the forest.
Yes, and then we offered ourselves to help and fix this issue with the forest as atonement for that mistake.
And what was that mistake you made earlier?
Causing... What did you say? What did he say exactly?
Unfortunately, we did pick a few flowers.
It was not flowers.
It was roots.
Roots.
Some roots.
Yeah, it wasn't us. Actually, it was
Well,
somebody.
As we
I'm
explained...
sorry. with him.
Unfortunately, somebody that's not
As
here.
we explained to some of your rangers, we come from Philae, a place that is currently in political and social turmoil, and we heard rumors that your forest was magical and could grant some protective abilities, and we wanted to see if we could use those protective abilities to protect ourselves in Philae and other places where there are social uprising.
Alright then.
Which is true.
Also, I forgot to mention, Zone of Truth was already casted
yeah.
before you guys started speaking around the 5 of you guys, so you guys plus Friggen.
There could be
Hello,
magic.
Maya.
So magic does work in here.
Yes,
Just
only,
that.
Yeah, just only by a certain standard. And so anything that's physically affecting the wood will be absorbed into it, but anything that is kind of like a zone or just like charm or anything like that, or modify memory on a specific individual, it's not gonna get exactly absorbed into the wood.
All right.
And so all right, now for your second event, the assault of a bystander of Rivveren guest. You have assaulted Mr. Friggen over here, not only with punches from the mist right over here, but as well as quite the shocking as well.
Yes.
That is true.
So what is the meaning of that?
So, we have encountered Friggen in the past in Lao when he was conducting illegal trades of mind flayer tadpoles. I always forget what they're called. Mind flayer tadpoles. He was directly transporting them and directly smuggling them. We recognized him because we were chasing him all throughout Lao, and then we chased him through underground tunnels into Philae. And we lost him. He was in the sewers, we lost each other, we could not find him anymore. But when we saw him here, obviously someone that has threatened your life, threatened the lives of innocent other people, and has caused a great deal of harm to nature, we feel some type of way about seeing him again, and we reacted physically.
There's also the case that he stabbed me last night.
Yes!
Unfortunately, if you remove my robes, there is still dried blood on my feathers from the stab wound.
Fortunately, he is a cleric and can heal himself, but he was accosted in the night by a shadowed figure with a dagger.
And that-
woke us up.
Of course,
With a scream.
leads to the shocking grasp and the fire blast.
Yes.
And I'll do it again.
Real.
Alright then.
You better lie his ass over you.
Friggen,
I thought
how
you
do
were
you
gonna-
oppose to these responses? And may I say there will be no interruptions in this room.
Because we're about to interrupt.
Yeah.
What is the thing that lawyers say? I object.
Yeah.
Objection.
Objection!
So, Friggen goes on. Alright, so
The defense rests.
with the first point of evidence, I must say, of them accusing me of assault on these individuals in the past in different regions. The story that she tells of me being inside a sewer where they were attacked.
Did we say that?
I said that we chased him through, like, underground.
You didn't say the sewer.
I did say the sewer.
Mhm.
You didn't say it right now, did you?
She did.
Yeah,
Did we not?
She did.
you
did
did.
you right now?
Yeah, she
No,
did.
but didn't we?
She did.
Wasn't he in the sewer?
Yeah,
He was, but did you in the last 30 seconds just say?
she did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why? Wasn't I
That's-
supposed to?
Girl, I don't know. I wasn't listening.
It's the fucking truth! I thought you were saying that I lied. I'm like, that's the fucking truth, we did.
And me personally, I do not know
Him when he lied.
who they were
You
chasing
went in there.
or who they were after. Because I, in fact, was never inside some sewer. As I'll be honest, I'm not quite fancy with the idea of being inside a sewer.
'Cause you're a little-
Why, when you are a rat?
No, this is commentary.
As
Me
well,
mind linking them and telling jokes.
as
I
well,
second.
when I first came to Rivveren, I came seeking aid and shelter from the violences of what's going on in Palomar right now. Unfortunately, I was seeking quite a bit of aid, and when I came here with quite others who needed help as well, dear Lawmaster. And so the accusations these individuals are making up, although might be real, is more certainly not to me.
What does that mean?
It's not him.
And as for the assault, Lawmaster, I request that he be punished to the utmost extent.
Stab someone. in
Thank
the
you.
neck.
And at this point, the
Could be a
Lawmaster
changeling.
looks over. He's like, "All
I
right."
think it's the patron thing.
Yeah.
It could be either the patron or it's a changeling because he said that he is Friggen. Cool, which could either mean that he is.
You're right. It might be a change.
It could be a changeling.
It's,
How do you
it's,
discover
Well,
that?
right now
not
we
a
just,
conjuration.
we
I
just
have
need to
something
focus on winning this trial.
Yeah, let's focus on winning the trial.
But how the fuck
And
can
then
we
we
try
can
if we
murder
can't prove
him.
that he's lying? We have to prove that he's lying.
We'll find out soon.
Well, how is he going to prove that we're lying? He doesn't have any evidence against us either.
Yeah. He
Okay,
does.
but we did assault him, and that's that's true.
Yeah,
they
because
just
he's a little
exile us.
bitch.
Yeah, but
So, how do you explain his explanation of him not being in the same area you were previously?
we, as we said before, as Aliok had mentioned, when we were in the Circle of Truth last night, he was speaking lies. And how can one speak lies in this Circle of Truth? He casted Dispel Magic on himself and then was able to actually tell the truth. So there is magic at play, something that is influencing what Friggen is able to say. He's not telling the actual truth. Whether that be through a powerful trinket that overrides the spell, me reading notes, or a protective being or a patron that protects him against the magical effects of Circle of Truth.
I must agree, magical effects are in play to the influence of the Zone of Truth. In all my years, I have never seen such individuals or such ways of being able to avoid the Zone of Truth. So it's
We can
very,
avoid it.
it's very hard to for me to comprehend how this individual over here being able to use magic to avoid the Zone of Truth. Although I do understand and see your point of view of how things could be at play here. Unfortunately, though, if there is not enough evidence to prove that he is guilty, although he may be guilty of the things that you have seen, here in Rivveren, we do not have any proof to prove that what you say is true and that we cannot sentence him to punishment. However, though, there is something that we can sentence to punish, which is indeed your assault on Mr. Friggen over here, which was done and seen by many people and witnesses here inside the city, and was done within the confines of Rivveren. So, do you have any other statements to add to what you said before, or should we go on and proceed with the sentencing?
Directly after this assault that took place, he was healed immediately by Aliok.
That is
You're
true.
so right.
I did heal him as soon as the thing happened.
We need to switch majors, babe.
Indeed, he was healed by you. And so, but does that stop the fact that mere hours later, Aurelia shocked him to almost near death?
Almost near death. He's weak. Well,
Well,
this
oh
is
no.
after the
I was almost
aftermath of
stabbed to
Aliok
death.
being stabbed and waking us up in the night with a scream.
Indeed.
This is after. Would you not say it's a coincidence that after I had spent the evening questioning Friggen, saying that, accusing him of being a smuggler of illegal goods and harmful tadpoles, do you think it's a coincidence that as we were all accusing him, in the night he was stabbed in a place that's supposed to be safe and protected? He would be the only person that had a motive to do so.
Indeed, it is quite suspicious. But unfortunately, like I said before, if there's no hard evidence or proof that it was Friggen, unfortunately, we cannot abide. As
That's what we call probable cause in the biz.
when Friggen was being
He might
escorted, he was already inside his own room, sleeping away before you all were escorted to the dining room.
It was a shadowed figure that attacked Aliok. With magical abilities and magical spells, you are able to have a shadowed figure do your bidding for you.
And with no doubt,
And it was
could
right
have been.
after we accused him.
Exactly.
With no doubt,
There
it
is
very
motive.
suspicious.
We also don't have any motive to hurt him because we were about to leave that same night.
Right after this encounter with
And we told
Friggen-
Larry that we were
Yes.
going to leave.
After this encounter with Friggen in the dining hall, we stated to Larry that we were not to be coming back to Rivveren after we slept, that we would leave immediately in the morning. So why would we then tie ourselves down to more days spent in Rivveren in tree trunks, no less? We had every intention of leaving. So why would we then do something to cause our stay to be prolonged?
Duly noted. Unfortunately, back to the other point though. If what you say is true, and it is, I do agree, quite suspicious and quite alarming that your dear friend Aliok over here was being attacked in the middle of the night. However, if we do not have any clear proof, we cannot go off of pure suspicion and coincidence that your friend was attacked in the middle of the night of him accusing Mr. Friggen over here.
Then what will be done to bring justice for that incident? If it is not Friggen, then how will you investigate who did this to Aliok?
That is a good question. So what we would do is that, unfortunately, and I'll let you stay here in Rivveren, as you do provide some sort of threats to many people around here, as others see fit. However, to provide aid and justice for your dear friend for being attacked within our confines, you will have access to our communication for anything that you need, as well as any materials you may need in future reference until we find or end the investigation of what happened to your dear friend.
So like ascending stone? You're giving us ascending stone?
Not exactly. And materials such as maybe materials for potion, materials for building, for camping,
The fucking blood hunter
to aid
materials.
to aid you on your travels.
Fine. Well, I guess
Yeah.
I don't want to be here anymore.
Yes. We would like to depart as soon as we can.
Alright then. So, with the first charge of potential harm and poison to the forest will be dropped as it has been concluded of no hard evidence and conflicting truths among both parties. It cannot be proven indefinitely. However, the charge of assault of a Rivveren guest will be punished with exile and permanency. But within the investigation of the attack on Aliok will provide aid materials to aid on your ventures and journeys.
That's fine.
All right.
Alright then.
Should be departing.
This court, this case, this problem, this issue is not resolved. Now, please, everyone, clear the room except for the guards and the individuals over here, and return their belongings to them immediately. And we'll get along with the rest of today. And guards, please escort these individuals out the Rivveren safely. Thank you. And then he leaves, and Friggen at this point just kind of looks over to you guys and like, just kind of giving all of you guys a dirty look. He's like,
I don't give a fuck. I don't look at Friggen. I turned my head actually.
If he was on the streets,
90
I'd
degrees.
kill him.
y'all know nothing.
And I cough up like a pellet and I throw it on his feet. And I walk away.
And then he's still sitting down, but as the guards are kind of giving your belongings back and taking off the robe off you, and escorting out, Friggen turns around. He looks at you, and then go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Fuck yeah. Perception's plus 3. 20.
20. So as you guys are being escorted out of the room, as you guys are leaving, you turn around one last time to look at Friggen, and what you see worded from his mouth, you can't hear it, but you can tell from what his mouth is saying is, what is it you want, Aliok?
To kill you.
Alright. I'm just gonna keep walking. Do I hear anything?
Nope.
Alright.
As we're walking away, can I turn back and go?
That's what he said
Go back.
in your.
That is what he said. I know it's him now.
Alright. And at this point, as you guys are being escorted out of the room, Larry comes over to you guys. Oh my goodness. That went much better than expected.
I still thought it was wholly unfair that we got a group trial.
Yeah.
I was wholly uninvolved in that assault.
Oh, yeah,
Punch you in the face,
very,
too.
very much you were, but unfortunately, since you've been here, you've been not involved with the direct transactions, but you are involved within the group, and so unfortunately, if you were a citizen of Rivveren, it wouldn't be like that, but unfortunately, as guests and as refugees, you have been treated as such as so.
Alright.
And also, excuse me if I don't mind, but I believe there's someone here looking for you.
Somebody here is
Me?
looking for us?
Yes, for her.
For you?
Oren. What the fuck is your boyfriend's name?
He's dead.
I know, but what
I
if
saw
he's
him
not?
mutilated in pieces in front of me.
But what if they cast Bear the Dying?
Are they asking for Soul or Solil?
He was like, I believe it was so.
Okay, I'll see them.
So they don't know me like that.
Yes, they're asking for so.
Who?
I do not know, but he was here earlier.
She?
It's a he.
He? Okay.
He was here earlier, but but unfortunately he was in that accident. But he said he would be waiting for you outside the McCary Woods.
Okay. Do you know? Did he give you like a time frame?
He said you could meet him back on the outside skirts of the McCary Woods towards Shast, the town of Shast.
But like, did he say how long he would wait?
He did not say, unfortunately.
We should go.
Okay.
I wanna be able to punch people without branches getting in the way.
Yes. Let's go.
Okay, well.
Oh,
again,
thank you
I'm-
for the message.
Of course. Again, I'm very sorry this all happened, but you know, things happen. I have to go with things by the laws and rules. But I do appreciate all your work. You know, all the things you've done for us. Although some might not see it that way, but I do. I appreciate all of you. But with that said, I'm sorry you must leave now. But if you do need anything, also don't hesitate to message me, and I can potentially get something out to you as well. Such as the Law Master said, materials as such, if you need them at any time.
I'm gonna walk up to like the wall, and I'm just gonna stare at it, and I'm gonna go, "Hey, Forrest, it's been one hell of a day. I know you saw what happened in there, and you probably know more than me. Just watch over us while we're still here, I guess, and punish those who hurt us. Also, I want to ask if you can grab Chitta, the squirrel, since we'll be leaving, and my friend Avestra kind of wants him with us.
Make a nature check.
I feel like she'd already take him.
Sure, just Sonny gets grabbed by a tree.
Yeah.
I got a 4.
Don't you think she would already have taken him though?
I think she would have, yeah, if she was with us.
So
You could also just ask Larry.
Oh, yeah, Larry.
at this point, you got as you speak to the tree, or nothing moves or indicates that a tree or the nature around it got your message.
Alright. I guess that's what I get for talking to trees, right? Let's get Chitta and let's get out of here.
She
Come
already
on,
got
Avestra.
She already got
Come on,
you.
Avestra.
Well, at this point, as you guys being escorted out of the city, you guys make your way onto the ground floor below the city of Rivveren, and start making a hike once again through the Imperial Woods. So now you guys are now traveling back towards the west.
Yeah. We're
Did
gonna go to
Did we get the
meet
resources
that
that we
guy.
wanted?
Yes. this is-
Yeah, we can just message him though. Or we can just ask him right now, I guess.
Indeed. But with that, this is where we're gonna end the session for tonight.
We went to jail. then we went
Talked
to
yourself
court.
out.
I gotta
For some reason, they were like, the judge is very harsh, but they were like, Judge, this is the truth. And he was like, I believe you. You fucking got me.
Well, all right then. Thank you everyone for tuning in tonight. I know this was a short session for tonight, but I try not to get too much done with the whole half of the group missing. So, and we'll be back to our regular sessions next week when we have the whole group back here as well. And so, with that, again, thank you everyone for joining in tonight. Thank you for all the support you guys have been showing us for the past few months. We really do appreciate it. And we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Good night.
Thank you. Good night.